Welcome, Craig Campbell, to City Limits Saloon.
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, you're with Love and Lyrics Music Promotion, and Jennifer Smith couldn't be here. She says hello, gives you a big hug, and says she will hopefully catch you next time.
I'm going to miss her.
Yeah. So you've been to City Limits before. You were here in December, right?
We've been here one other time. Well, I don't think it was December. If it was December a year ago.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been quite a while. I'm actually going to be here next month.
Yeah. Yes, February 16th. And tonight you're here with Thomas Rhett and Dustin Lynch, right?
Yeah, Thomas Rhett and Dustin Lynch. We've all, me and those guys have all done shows together, and this is not something new for us to be on the same stage. So we always have fun, and it's going to be a good night.
Are you guys just tonight together, or are you doing a tour?
We cross each other's paths a lot on the, doing radio shows and guitar pools and whatnot.
Yeah, awesome. That's awesome. Well, you have a new EP out. You have it, and it's Out of My Head. Is it just the EP, or
just the EP's out right now? We're finishing up the new album. Should be finished with it, and should be available sometime in the spring is what we're looking at, and hopefully but we're working on the rest of it, and I gotta say that I'm excited. We've got some really good songs, and it's gonna be good. I'm ready for y'all to hear it.
I love it. I was listening to the EP on the way here, and they're just great. I think my favorite is, I can't decide if it's Out of My Head, That's Why God Made a Front Porch, which
a lot of people like that one.
It is a good song.
It's one of my favorites that I've ever written. I wrote that with Lee Thomas Miller, and he had this idea about the serenity of growing up in the middle of nowhere. The world is turning and spinning so fast, and things are happening, and everybody needs a place to sit down for a minute, and that's why God made a front porch.
Yes, it's very visual. I love it.
Well,
you can really, see your way through the whole song.
That's what I love about it. Thank you.
Yes. So just tell us a little bit about yourself. Those people who have never seen you in an interview or know much about you, your new fans. You're from Georgia.
From Georgia, born and raised in Georgia. Moved to Nashville about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Played Broadway a lot down in Nashville, Lower Broadway, which is a big music scene in Nashville. Played piano for a lot of bands, and eventually got my own gig to where I was singing and playing every week at a place called The Stage. And in the meantime, I got hired to play piano for Tracy Byrd. Played piano for Tracy for a little while. Played piano for Luke Brown for a little while. And in the meantime, I was writing songs and singing demos and whatnot, and eventually found my home at Bigger Pictures in 2009, and here we are.
Yeah, good.
A few songs later, and working on another album. So I think life is good.
Yes, this is awesome. Well, what we're going to do tonight is we have a bunch of questions, and I couldn't decide which questions to filter out and which ones to keep. So we're going to have you just choose a few from this hat,
okay.
And it's chicken scratch on here, so you pick and then give me the question, and I'll read the question.
It's got to be better than my wife's
handwriting. No, trust me.
My wife has terrible handwriting.
All right, very good. The first question is, drum roll. You have a neo-traditional sound in a pop country world. How much control do you actually have over your music? Because it is, there's a lot of, you're more traditional.
I have a lot of control. The first album I wrote, there was 11 songs I wrote 9 of them, and on this album, it's looking like I'm gonna be around half, writing half of the songs, a little more than half. But I have an amazing producer, Keith Stegall and Matt Rovey. And Keith Stegall, he's out looking for songs, and the mentality we have is that the best songs will make this record. And like Out of My Head, I didn't write it, but to me that was just a smash hit song, and I loved it, and I loved the story that it told. So we decided to record it. And so if Keith comes to the table, or Matt comes to the table with a song and says, "Hey, this is it," and we listen and we all agree, and we collectively sit down and pick the songs for the album, and that means a lot to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so songwriting is in a pure form for you, so it's about the best song. Doesn't have to be necessarily your best song.
Right.
Right.
About
right.
it. I'm all about trying to stay in this game, and it's all about the songs. And there's people in Nashville that are turning out hit after hit after hit. Like Out of My Head, it's talking about heartbreak and a guy having a hard time getting over a girl. I've never written a song like that, although I've been there. So when I heard the song, I was like, it took me back.
Yeah.
And, it was cool for me because it was a story that I could tell, but I hadn't told it yet, and they told it really well. And I love the song, so that's how that song happened.
And I read somewhere that you really have to relate to the song. The train. You have to relate to the song in order for you to cut it, to put it on your CD. So
yeah. And I don't want to. I don't think there's going to be instances where I don't write my songs that people hear on the radio. But I definitely need to be able to relate to it and say why I love the song and why it means so much to me. There's a song that I'm hoping to cut called The Ground She Walked On, and it talks about this old fellow that his wife passes away, and he keeps doing the things, his routine, because that's all he knows. And she had a garden, he keeps it up, he keeps it tended to it, all because he loves her so much that he don't want to let her go. And it reminds me of people that I grew up with, my grandma, my grandpa, and people that I went to church with. So that's why that song means so much to me, and that's why I hope I get to record it.
Awesome. You ready for another question?
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
Another pick.
Another one.
All right, let's see what this one has in store for you. Tell us about the guys in your band. Who are the members? How did you guys get together?
Well, we've I can tell you, but who knows if they'll be with me next week. I had 2 guys quit last week, so I got Shane Chilton with me tonight playing bass guitar. I've known Shane for years and years, and we've played on Broadway together, Lower Broadway in Nashville. And we've always been good buddies. He's an amazing player, great singer. So he's part of my family. And, got Jamie Michael playing guitar. He's an amazing guitar player, great chicken picker, and we love the same kind of music. So it's a perfect fit. Got David Spires on steel guitar. He's one of the best steel guitar players I've ever worked with. We always have a good time. He's from Ohio. Who else is in the band? That's it. Other than the 2 guys that just quit, we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah. All right, next question. Let's try another one. Got maybe 1 or 2 more. Who's your favorite artist in the music industry today? Today.
I got a bunch. It's different now because I'm friends with a lot of them. Music, it's just, we support each other, and I'm digging so much of what's coming out. Lee Bryce's new record is, we're good buddies. I love his
good
album.
CD, yes.
Florida Georgia Line.
Yes.
Luke Bryan, he always puts out good music. I'm fans of everybody.
Yeah. Is there anybody, if we secretly went into your iPod, is there any artist that would be shocked to find on it? Do you listen to a variety of music?
Y'all probably be surprised to see Adele.
Adele, I love her CD.
Yeah, she's an amazing singer. I'd love to sing with her one day.
Ah, yes. I think there's actually a duet question in here. All right, let's see what we got. If you could perform one song that would truly make an impact on your artist, what song would you choose? It could be yours or another artist.
Say that again?
If you could sing any song that would truly make an impact on your audience, what song would that be? Either yours or somebody else's.
I got a song on my album that we're potentially could be the second single after Out of My Head peaks. It's a song that I wrote called When She Grows Up. I wrote for my daughters. I have a feeling that if that song gets a chance and gets on the radio, I think there's a lot of people that'll be able to relate to it, especially anybody that has kids, more specifically daughters. I think it'll be a very impactful song. I think it'll be played at a lot of weddings.
Does she introduce that song? Is that the track that your daughter's on? Oh, she's so cute. She's adorable.
That's Presley. She was probably 3 when she did that. She's 4 now. She'll be 5 next month.
And you have 2 children, right?
2 little girls.
Oh, yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, everyone should listen to that. All right, let's do one more. See what you got. Family must be a huge influence in your music. We were talking about this. You're married to Mindy. It's your wife's name. You have 2 daughters. What's your favorite thing about being a husband and a father?
The favorite thing, I mean, I think that's why I was put here, to be a husband and be a dad to Presley and Kenny. It's easy too, man. Here lately, just over the holidays, I've been home a lot, and it's always, we spend a lot of time together, and I think my little girls like me. So it's just fun. We have a good time. We play and we wrestle, and my 2-year-old, she's finally putting sentences together, and it's fun watching them. And just being married to Mindy's awesome. She's full of love and funny, and she's my buddy.
Well, she must be very understanding and just supportive too, because this is not easy. You going on the road, leaving them.
She's absolutely supportive. I definitely couldn't do it without her. She probably works harder than me, taking care of the girls when I'm gone. But she makes it happen, and she's the reason I'm here.
Yeah, awesome. Well, let's do one more, and then we'll find out how people can get a hold of you, and then I will let you go to your... What would fans be surprised to know about you? Do you do anything unusual? Any unusual hobbies, or?
I have a touch of OCD. I count steps. I count stairs. Like if I go upstairs, I count them. No matter if I'm, like I got a set of stairs in my house. It's 13, and I count them every time, up, down, up. It's just.
I think we all do something like that.
It's just a habit.
Yeah. All right. So how can people get a hold of you if they want to know more about you?
Well,
what's your webpage?
My website's www.craigcampbell.tv. And you can go to the website and find all of the links to my Twitter, my Facebook, and YouTube, all that other stuff. And something that I like to let everybody know is that I take care of my own Twitter and my Facebook. So if anybody ever sends me a message and they get a response, it'll either be from me, or if it's not, it'll say, Team CC, or hey, this is Joe. Joe talks to a lot of my fans. And,
that's nice.
But I read everything.
That's awesome. And you have like 17,000 Twitter fans, I think, when you looked it up. It's a lot.
A lot more than I had 2 years ago.
Social media is amazing now for artists, upcoming artists, to
Absolutely.
just get the word out.
It's cool for me from an artist's point of view. I was a fan at one time, and I still am, but it means a lot to be able to stay in touch with people.
Yeah. It's a good way to show this support both ways, the fans and to you. Excellent. Well, listen, you sounded fabulous.
Thank you.
And, we'll see you tonight, and then we'll see you again on the 18th.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, thanks.